Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Babael bringing you extra coverage for HoNTourSEA Southeast Asia G League Cycle 3, and this is round 13. It's going to be a replay cast game 2 between KaiD and that's KaiD from Thailand as well as aMQ from Malaysia. So game 2 now is going to be well underway. I do believe that I'm just going to load up the replay quickly. And yep, it's a replay cast, which means the game actually happened yesterday, and I do believe that whoever that is a little bit of a diehard want to know the results can always go to the HoNTour website and it's already there. But for the sake of the viewers, I'm not going to reveal who won and whatsoever, and I'm going to try my best to see how this game's going to be well on the way. So doing a little bit of solo cast because Lark needs to go for dinner, and he's going to be back for more action tonight, and that is going to be round 14. We are going to bring you a match between Impunity Storm as well as JADT, and I'm going to explain the importance of that after this cast. So that's it. Now game just newly started. And we do have KaiD versus aMQ. aMQ now going to rotate to the Hellborn side, KaiD on the Legion side. And just going to give full credits to the entire KaiD crew there. They did really well. Magnus was just fantastic. Kept playing as the Bubbles, did really well also. Do note that Bali style playing as the Morexes did a really good job also. Taji on the Torturer, fantastic, and DMB5 the carry did a fantastic farm. So we're gonna wait for this game, and it seems like in previous games Sandrift was being banned away in the first banning phase by KaiD because they know there's Zerg Rush. He liked to draft the Sandrift for his team, and that will normally go on to CY. But it seems like it's not gonna be the case for this game, and they are a little bit different. They are gonna ban out the Lodestone Tempest, Magnus Keeper, so no Tempest, no Keeper. And Taji, he is in fact going to ban out his own Magnus and Lodestone. This could be a sign of things to come here. Zakrush being on his second pick here, he doesn't want to give the Tempest or the Keeper to Team Legion, so he's going to have to ban away those two heroes. That's it, the first pick is still going to be the Sandrift, and that's an outright snatch away from aMQ. It's just so important a hero for aMQ that they know that if they snatch it away, it could be a really big one. And it seems like they are going to go ahead with the Bubbles. Bubbles used to be really successful in the aMQ old squad where you got Bubbles being on CY and CY doing a really good job there. Also the fact that you got a really got Spiky Melon on Sandrift, but it seems like that strategy was broken, and now it seems like it's going to be a new game. They need a new carry. CY has been filling in, but it seems like when he is filling in the carry role, no one else can do a better job than he did in the Suicide perspective. So I really hope that they sort out what's going on there in their squad. But definitely in this cycle, they're enjoying quite an amount of success so far, and they might be in fact able to qualify for the playoffs, and I hope that we will be able to witness that. Faith in aMQ may be renewed after that. So that being said, though, the MOA is going to be the second pick coming from KaiD, and that's the Sandrift and the MOA. We also got the Bubbles pick on aMQ, nicely covering that also. Now, MOA pick, we all know that if you give the MOA as well as the Engineer, it could be big, but in this case, because Sandrift is being drafted first, you don't really have to give them, you don't have to fret about giving them both the MOA as well as the Engineer, because even if they have that, you can ban away the more important mid lane heroes that are of paramount importance, and that is where you can nicely address them in the second banning phase. Meanwhile, it seems like Sock slot is not filled yet, and they are just waiting a little bit more to see and taking a little bit tap into this extra time here that they have. I hope it's... Oh, yep, they're still going to pick up the Engineer because they don't want to give it to the Legion team, and that is respectable. Engineer versus MOA, we always say this. Do note that the Engineer MOA combo was something that we saw quite hectically. A double stun is also very effective. But do note there's always the old school heroes like the Fate that's available in this game because it's not being banned out, and it could be picked up by either team. I'm just saying that the Fate is a very strong hero. Even though there's no Magnus, the Fate as well as the Engineer combo is one of which that is very strong. Revenor is going to be the pickup here. And it seems like it's going to be on the Legion team. That's going to be a Revenor MOA mid lane that's just a little bit more popular these days in the Southeast Asian region, and it's going to be a Pestilence pickup. So they are going to have the Pesty NG versus the MOA Revenor. So both the middle lane already taken care of. It seems like the only difference between both drafts right now is the Legion team haven't secured their Suicide lane, or rather the long lane, and for the Hellborn team, which is aMQ, they have not secured their carry yet. That's it. Taji seems to really love banning the Jeremiah against aMQ, and I'm just itching to see if aMQ can show me a match of their Jeremiah that is successful, because I did witness them against Impunity, and the Jeremiah pick wasn't really very good. They got outplayed by Impunity because Impunity was playing very passively, and in the Suicide, Jeremiah just didn't do much against that of the hack there, so it's a little bit sad to see. But that's another series. If you like that, you can always check out the VOD on our YouTube channel. So the hack is going to get banned out here by Zerg Rush. That means a lot because the hack could be the suicide role for Team Legion, so he's on the right track there. Pratt's gonna be banned out here by Taji. And it's the same for 2 games. He banned on Jersey and Pratt relatively. I hope that it's not because it's targeted to his aMQ special plays there, but I have not really seen them in play as I'm playing these 2 heroes, so I can't really comment on that. Zergrash now also going to ban on Torture. It was really successful in the previous game, and they are not going to give the same hero back to Team Legion, so that's very nice to see. I am not expecting a Moon Queen on Team Legion, but I might be able to see a Moon Queen on Team Hellborn, and I'm not sure if Legion is thinking of banning the Moon Queen. There we go. I'm spot on, man. On a roll here. Moon Queen gonna get banned out by Taji, and yes, that means there's no Moon Queen on aMQ. But of course, they're taking a little bit too much of an extra precaution against aMQ, a team that hates the Moon Queen. But they've, picked it up for final of the qualifier of MSC back in March before. So I'm not saying that, just because your clan name is anti-Moon Queen, it means that you are not going to play the hero. That's absurd. I think I can quote Zergrash on that. So yep, they're going to pick up the, they're going to ban on the rally as well. It's going to be a Fate like I mentioned also. The Fate's just going to be really devastating in this game because Fate doesn't need to be in the mid lane, man. He can be played as a roaming support, as you witnessed on Orange Soy before. Very successful, setting up a lot of ganks there. So that is going to be the Fate on Team Legion. They've got a Fate Revenant, and it's really scary looking right now. Whereas for Team Hellborn, they don't have much of a heroes being picked out yet, so just 2 more slots and waiting to see who it's going to be. Only 16 seconds in the extra time. I do believe that they have to address the carry. The problem is picking now or later. If they pick it later, they may lose extra support. And I'm thinking they may want to pick up the Luna. It's not been banned out yet. It's not been banned out, so the Luna is going to be good. They just banned out the Luna, so that's good. And Luna, as I mentioned, is going to help them a lot in terms of support with the Engineer. That's going to be dual support for Team Hellborn. I do believe that that's going to be a lot more effective than the jungle role, seeing that there is no Tempest and there's no Keeper. Playing the Parasite is just not flexible these days, as was the fact that if you do pick the Ophelia, you need really insane micro. So far, haven't really seen a game where aMQ plays the Ophelia because they know that, it's a hero that is very taxing. That's it. Now on Team Legion, they're just waiting to pick a last pick. I don't really agree with this beam off last pick, but it is still going to be able to do a lot of extra stun potential, but they don't have the suicide taken care of. And I would really assume that, they don't have the hack because the hack has been taken out of this entire game. They might be looking at other stuff like the lodestone, which they unfortunately just banned out themselves in the first picking phase there. So that's really sad to see. But there's also the Glacius pick, and that means that it would be a support Glacius with the MOA in the middle lane. It could be the other way. MOA is going to be a support. Glacius is just going to go down south. And we might see the Revenor mid lane Fate in the top lane, or maybe the center south, or we can also see a tri-lane, and tri-lane is going to be really scary. You're just going to have to leave one guy down south. It could be the Fate, could be the Revenant, doesn't really matter. In the middle lane it would be the other party, and on the flip side you would see the Sandrift, MOA and Glacius either at the top or south. So I'm expecting a tri-lane from KaiD again. And on aMQ, you don't have the Moon Queen, they're going to pick its equivalent. It's going to be the Dark Lady. Dark Lady plus Engineer and the Bubbles plus the Luna and the Pestilence is going to complete Team Anti-Moon Queen here. And, well, we all see Dark Lady before on aMQ. It's a considerable amount of success back in Spiky Melon's era. But right now, being played by Roy, it seems like they have decided to give CY the Bubbles. Oh my god, aMQ is going to win this game for sure because of CY on the Bubbles. I'm going to say this straight up because I have complete faith and respect for his Bubbles. You just see, guys.
Let's get it on.
It's one of those heroes that I can call out without being ashamed of, because I know for sure that CY roams a lot, doesn't die. The best part is he farms a lot on the Bubbles there. So on the signature Bubbles is the legendary CY, and we got Roy playing as the carry for this game. That's it, game 2 now well underway, and ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, you're now watching a game between KaiD versus aMQ. KaiD gonna be on the Legion team, and KaiD from Thailand is gonna be Thailand Kai God Die. Drafted there is gonna be Taji. He just drafted for himself a Glacius, a Fate for Cat, as well as Bally Style, and that's gonna be the Revenor. New pets, no cry. This game gonna be rotating into a different perspective. That's gonna be the MOA. We do have DMB5. And he is going to be your Sandrave. On the flip side, we got Team Hellborn, and Hellborn is completed by Malicious Anti-Moon Queen. Zergrash, Captain and Drafter, is going to draft for himself the Support Engineer. We do have Sok on the Luna as well. Bubbles being played by Babael Feeder, used to be known as CY. Roy, also known as Roya, is going to be Roya He is going to be your well, Dark Lady carry, and last but not least, it's going to be Onish Juice onto the Pesty there. That being said, a little bit of engagement is going off here. The Burning Shadow stun onto the Aluna, but a little bit far cry because the rest of his teammates are a little bit behind. That being said, Engineer is also in the vicinity to just make sure that there is no added aggression coming on. He can save his teammate by a lot. Of course, the Keg is a skill that needs a little bit of skill to land. So, I don't know, but I have faith in Zuckrush and I hope he doesn't screw up. That said, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a tri lane, but Serif is going to solo bottom. Revenora as well as Glacius is going to be at the top lane, as well as Fate plus the MOA is going to be at the middle lane. Maybe you might see the conventional 2-1-2, where New Parent Snowcry is going down south, and that's where he's directly hit to support that Serif. But Serif is going hit against CY, and you need to be really careful playing the carry against the CY. You need someone extra to come in and box them, and I do believe that KaiD knows that. That's it. KaiD winning game 1. They are going to want to win game 2 also, whereas for aMQ, they're just making sure that they win every single point. They just stay in the fight for the playoffs. So that's it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, game now well underway. 30 seconds just passed, and it seems like Dark Lady is going to be at the top lane against the Revenant. He does have the help of the Aluna to try and support. Glacius also in play here. Glacius going to land a little bit of auto attack onto the Aluna. Aluna being played by Suck is going to have to fall back. That's it. Revenant now is not in the most ideal position. He might be harassed a little bit more. Middle lane, it's going to be a solo 1v1 standard 2-1-2 kind of a combination here. And it seems like it's going to be the Fate against the Pestilence. Meanwhile, a little bit of rotation coming from Engineer being played by Zugrush. Luna looking for quick stun on to Glacius. May be able to do something here with Zugrush in the vicinity. Definitely the power throw is going to be it. And it seems like Royari is going to get a kill. And that's definitely going to be the TDL's benefit there. And now it seems like Kek is going to connect. Perfect positioning there. Balancing and making sure the Revenant is going to go all the way back there. The ball lightning is going to connect, but he doesn't want to jump back in also. And it's going to make sure that... Oh wait, he does want to jump in to land a stun there on that Engineer. But that means that he's also going to go... That's going to be a double tap because of the Chainsaw by Royari. And it's going to be a double tap. And I repeat again, a double tap. Which means that this Dark Lady just stands at 500 GPM right now. That's it. That GPM is definitely set to fall in the next few minutes because he can't possibly follow up to catch up on the speed. But it is really insane. And we're looking at the best feeders. You are just taking a lot of harassment from the rest of his counterpart in this lane here. I do believe that he did expel one Tango, or rather it's called one Blightstone. That's okay. And on the flip side, he's just hiding behind those trees, getting level, doing what he does best. Middle lane's going to be only used against that of Cat. And both of them doing a really good job here. I do believe that we have to examine the extra CD. And it seems like Cat being playing as the Fate is having a 10-1 and Pesty is having an 11-12. So pretty much tight so far. That's it. aMQ is now ready to resume this game, but it seems like KaiD is not responding to them, and we're gonna have to wait to see if this is... Oh yeah, they're ready to go, but KaiD, yep, there we go. It's gonna be a resume soon, and the game is now well underway. Now on the bottom lane, it seems like CY is getting a sizable amount of farm here, level 2, maybe not farm, but level of course, and he is going to be able to try and catch up. But because of the constant harassment coming from New Parent Snowcry playing as the MOA, Bubbles is not going to have a really good game. And that's it. Now in the middle lane, though, Zercrush coming in with the double damage rune, and there goes the Fate, Cat's going to try and run away, but the stun there from the Pesty is going to make sure that it's going to be the end of that. Meanwhile, so near yet so far, both of them separated by a very interesting pile of trees here. So close, but they don't know each other's presence there. On the flip side though, it seems like Glacius is at the top lane, facing a little bit of trouble, and he goes down definitely. Now Revenant goes in for the kill on the Luna, but may not be able to get it, and the Crips might come in to block a little bit more. Luna have not enough mana, but will be able to regen quick enough for a stun, maybe or not, because stun's on cooldown at just 5+ seconds. So it's a little bit sad to see that. Meanwhile, bottom lane CY has got a perfect spot here to just get levels. And MOA is just waiting. Where the hell is the Bubbles? That's what he must be thinking. And here comes the courier. It might be able to spot out the Bubbles though. But he's not going to use it to that roll. Oh wait, it is. He's going to use it. He's going to use it to spot the Bubbles. But Bubbles now already level 3. And that means that he's going to have 2 levels of Shell Surf, 1 level into the Take Cover. He might be able to spot out the courier. Oh, here comes the MOA. He definitely... Oh, wait, he didn't spot him up because he just decided to go back there to deny the creep, or rather to get the creep there. It's okay. Bubbles now going to try and leave the lane, and we'll be able to hit back to the middle lane. Or rather, hit to the middle lane, not back. He was never there before. That's a little bit of harassment coming up from by the Glaciers onto the Dark Lady, and Dark Lady having a little bit of trouble there, but the farm looking pretty good for Dark Lady, about 16-1 here. And now it seems like Passy is trying to run away. Only issues there, low on mana, but he's going to be able to do just fine because he does have to take flight. The highest crypt kill in his hand that game is 22-21, and that's going to be going to the Sand Rift down south. He has complete unobstructed farm, and that's just pure ridiculous for a Sand Rift. They're going to have to want to shut down the Sand Rift as soon as they can, because Sand Rift level 6 quick gangs with the Mirage Sand Rift plus that of Fate would mean a kill instantaneously. But now the top lane, Taji in a lot of trouble there. Taji might be able to go down quickly, but Dark Lady is taking too much of a beating and in fact is able to secure a kill there. And meanwhile, middle lane some action going on, but Taji at the top lane will take the fall, and Dark Lady is able to stand in. And in the middle lane there, it seems like something simultaneous is happening there. Zagrash will get a kill on the cat, and Zagrash playing as the engineer, doing a really good job. I do believe it's a 3-man gang by both CY, Zagrash as well as Owang Wang, also known as Savanas, and that's own issues for you. MOA just got just really scared right now. Shitting bricks, peeing through his pants. Hiding behind those trees is the MOA. It's still only level 2. He doesn't dare to go because there was a 3-man gang before, and because of a lack of ward here specifically, it seems like a gang might be possible here coming out by the Bubbles. Bubbles does have absolute long range, and if you launch it from here, the range should be able to expire just right about there. We wait to see if that's going to be the case though. Revnor taking a little bit of cheap damage. Bubbles might be able to come in here for the kill, but there comes the Sand Rift and Dark Lady. CY can't wait for too long, and he goes in, but doesn't matter because it's going to be an easy kill there by DMG on to Zergras. Zergras takes the fall first, and now Dark Lady looking to run away, but on the flip side, it seems like Sand Rift is still catching on to the best feeder, and it seems like CY in a little bit of a tight pinch here. He's going to be able to just sell himself away into the darkness of those woods there. Middle lane, we do have the Fate level 5 against level 6 Pestilence. Pestilence is going to be able to land the Swarm there. That means that Fate, if he tries to gang the next, let's check this cooldown there, 20 plus second, he will be spotted out. So that's a little bit of deterrent spot Fate, but it should not be the main cause of concern. Top lane level 4 Luna versus level 4 Glaciers now joining them as the Dark Lady. As slow is going to be in play. In fact, the Dark Strike, Dark Blaze and Charging Strike, calling the Dark Strike is going to go in there. Roya is looking for a kill. It's going to be an easy kill there, but the pot is also going to get cancelled there. Meanwhile, the middle lane, I do believe that Taji was trying to pot, but he's going to get stopped there. Oh wait, it may not be Taji, maybe the Revenor that canceled the pot. A little bit of a misplay by him, or maybe he just doesn't want to go in. But definitely it's going to be by all means would be a misplay. I think that even if he goes in, he may not be too much of trouble for him, so that should be fine. So Sand Rift now finally going to be addressed by aMQ, and here comes the Pestilence. He will be spotted by the Courier, and that's a little bit unfortunate. Now Sand Rift looking to run away, but it doesn't have enough mana for that. That's because this could be a dead Sand Rift, much pretty sure here. And here comes the level 4 and 7 Pesty, level 4 Bubbles. Definitely is now going to be challenged by the Fate. Bubbles definitely set fall there, and it's just like good juking skills by Sand Rift. Might be able to make sure that he's going to stay alive, but the Gore is going to proc. Is it gonna proc? Yes, it's gonna proc. That means an easy kill there onto the Sand Rift, and yes, it's gonna be done. Finally have enough mana for the Desert Curse, but he will take the fall there. Fate now gonna land a Burning Shadow stun on the Pestilence, but here comes the MOA. There goes the charge shot, and there is gonna be it for Passy. Passy's gonna try and run away though, but not that a burst damage from the MOA. It has already used his Fog Lightning, so 9 of burst damage on to the Pasty. Pasty will definitely stay alive. That's it. 8 minutes can be up real soon. 2-9. I think so far going in favor for Team aMQ, and aMQ is having a little bit of a good run so far. GPM wise, definitely 428 onto the Dark Lady, as well as 400, close to 400 on the Pestilence. So that's really good, and it's nice to see that because of the amount of kill the Dark Lady as well as Pesty has, they are able to outfarm that of Sand Rift. Do not Sand Rift has got a highest crypt kill so far in this entire game, but it's gonna be overtaken real soon. So that's it, 1-1-1 for the Sand Rift, as well as a 5-0-0 for Roya. So definitely picking up kills because of the Runic Shift. I'm not sure if you guys do remember the patch. It's very impactful, the main patch there that changed the fact that if you gank heroes you get more gold. So yeah, Roya definitely gonna have a lot more GPM than the Sand Rift. That's it, 9 minutes gonna be up real soon. So far no engagement in the past seconds, but there we go. It's gonna be really good kick there coming up from the engineer, as well as the Pasty is gonna doing a good follow-up. But here comes the Fate, and Fate's gonna go in there, and that means the Date Pestilence, but it seems like the real Sandrev is gonna come by and swing by to pick up the kill on Zugger. Zugger is now trying to run away as fast as he can, but it seems like it is not able to outrun that of the 2 picks from the Sandrev. So 4-9, and KID trying their best to make sure that they catch up as soon as possible. But KID doing whatever they can so far. A little bit of dewarding coming by Sok. And I just like the fact that Sok has rotated to the dual support role to just help out Zerkrash with, you know, mainly warding and stuff like that. He's so far pretty successful. In the previous game also, in fact, even in the game which they lost to KID, I felt that the wards were very well done. Only problem was that they weren't able to defend or hold their spots where the wards were. That's why KID could deward it over and over again. And KID was playing a different game. They were playing bottom walls there, as pointed out by Lark. And that being said, it seems like they're only interested to just try and hunt out the Legion jungle, where they have a ton of ward there, and that's about it. That's a Zugrush in this game. If he has someone to help him tank out the ward problem, he should be able to just go for a quick portal key. But we don't know for sure because Zugrush is no Nova. And I know that if Nova has got extra help, he definitely will want to go for the portal key. That's going to help his team a lot. But in this particular game, Zugrush may not offer the kind of a strategy. That's it. 9 minutes 10 plus seconds is going to be up here in this game. And since it's a replay cast, there's no need for me to change the screen. Just going to wait for the pause to be gone, and we will resume the casting as well as gameplay. But gonna talk a little bit more into the item build of the Dark Lady so far. He does already have got a Bison Skull, standing at about 500 or rather 436 GPM right now. He should be looking at a quick, I think it's gonna be wise for him to go for the Rune Cleaver. That's one of the items that will be able to help him to just get a lot of farm. The problem is that he doesn't have the space for farm now. Except for his top lane as well as the Hellborn jungle, which is constantly being contested by the Legion team. The only good news is that he is getting as much kill as possible, and KID seems to be having a lot of lag problems in this particular game. And even in the first game, they did expel all their paws, and it's a bit bad. And meanwhile, Wang they're saying that they have got school tomorrow, and it's already 11 PM. I guess that's what happened yesterday there. So they're gonna try again, and it's a little bit sad to see that because of the time zone difference, Thailand being 1 hour behind that of Singapore, they are at GMT +7, which is why that they are able to enjoy this game at a much more comfortable time slot as compared to that of Team Hellborn from Malaysia, that is. Okay, just gonna check on a few things here, just make sure that everything's going alright. And do note that right now we're just waiting for this game to just carry on here, and definitely there is not much of an engagement in the past few seconds, so that's okay. Meanwhile, Ancients are being stacked very nicely. It's gonna be double stacked Ancient on the Hellborn side. Legion opting to not stack the Ancient at all. It's a little bit questionable. It should be okay. Sandrev having pretty good fun, about 300 plus GPM, but the problem with the Sandrev is that Sandrev have to face off against the Dark Lady, which is by all means a very good pick. Meanwhile, the middle lane, Opacity goes with a nice stun, and Glacius Taji will take the fall, but the best feeder will KS it with a Shelter. Meanwhile, top lane, Dark Lady going head to head against that of Belly Style, and that's gonna be the Revenor. And it seems like Royari is doing a pretty good job here. Except that now here comes the Fate, and maybe a Burning Shadow is going to be warranted, but not going to do it from a blind perspective. In fact, Sok is going to land a Ward of Wrath there, so that's going to make sure that they are going to be fine. And here comes the rest of this team here, and aMQ wants a piece of this Fate, and they go in for the kill. But Ravena going a little bit too late now. Even the Sandrev is going to come into play here, and Dark Lady is going to pay the heavy price of dying at the very end there. And it seems like Luna is going to be able to just keep safe. That being said, 11 minutes is going to be up here. 5 is 11 and 4k goal lead for Team Hellborn. aMQ still in the lead here, and here comes the Pesty. He's able to just stop the pot. It does not seem to be the case. So clutch. It's like 0.5 a second there, but because the take flight is not a portal key, and definitely Pestilence need a portal key to be able to just stop stuff like that. So that's it, 11 minutes still well underway here, as well as the fact that they are now trying to push out the top lane tier 1, and it is going to be contested. The fort is going to be called out here, but is that going to be an import? And it doesn't seem to be the case. So it's going to be destroyed nicely. And it seems like Glacius is also going to be just able to keep himself safe and will not overextend or rebuild himself for the matter. Sok did land an extra ward there, but it's going to be nicely dewatered. Meanwhile, the middle lane, no Noob has no card, is going to take the fall because of a quick attempt there by the Dark Lady. You can see his corpse. There is the MOA. And Passy is playing this really cheesily, looking for extra background advantage here. Oh wait, Fate does pop that Ward of Wrath, and they are going to be able to spot this one out, and he maybe will land a Storm really quickly. If he does that, it's going to be an easy kill on the Fate. Now Fate is going to be able to come up quickly, or maybe it'll just land a stun, but that's going to be it. He will not use his reflection. It's a hasted pestilence, by the way, and that's just really good presence of mind by Team Hellbound to know that the Fate is going to come by here. It could also be because of a Ward of Sight, signaling the fact that they have both of them there, and Fate just a little bit greedy to want to go in and spot them out. So Sandrift standing at level 10 versus that of the Dark Lady at about level 10 also, except for the massive amount of kill difference here. Sandrift definitely has got a better chance to farm in this game because of the fact that he can just farm up, and if there's an engagement, hold that all the way, because now top lane Revenor is in a lot of trouble there, but because of the keg, it seems like it's not going to be good enough, and it's going to result in the fact that Revenor is able to deal a little bit too much damage onto the Engineer. Pesty making sure that his mate is able to pop back home before he takes flight, and okay, that's really respectable. And back to the point about the Sandrift. We all know that Sandrift has got Mirage, and that if he is able to farm, he will be able to pop the Mirage and go and join the team fight as soon as he can. So that's one main factor of Sandrift, which is why he's just so strong and always been out in this region. That's it. I'm pretty sure that this Ward of Wrath will not be able to spot the Ward of Sight by Taji. And the Legion team is just in position for a good defense and middle lane there, but here comes the Pastil, land a little bit of stun on the Glacius, and Glacius is done before his mate is able to save him, and it seems like a nice little Burning Shadow is going to fall out with a Burning Revenant coming in there with a Ball Lightning, of course, with the Storm Blades making a lot of damage onto that, the best feeder. That's going to be the Bubbles, but it seems like Pestilence is going to be pretty fine though. And there is also the Burning Shadow on him, but it seems like the mana reduction is going to make sure that there is no Impale, but he does have the Bottle, which is why he's able to just regen on those. And it seems like the Dark Lady is going to try and join his teammates quickly, and are they able to turn this around? That's the biggest question. Oh wait, his Fate is spotted out by the Swarm, and he's going to take the fall really quickly as well. And right now it seems like Cat is dead, and Hellbound might want to pursue matter by turning this into a little bit of a mid lane push, but are they able to do that with the rest of these Legion members dispersed? It could be possible. The problem now is, do they want to make that happen? That's it. Pestilence now going to rotate down south to try and address the problem of the Sand Wraith. That's a problem that has been going on down south for quite a while right now. They should address the southern problem, which is the Sand Wraith, but they're not going to address him just yet. Ball Lightning going to miss on the Bubbles, and it seems like Luna is going to try and make something happen, but because of the extra pot here, they're just going to try and fall back there. They do have vision because of the Ward of Sight uphill. That's good. Meanwhile, Pesty is going to try and snatch up the jungle farm that was supposedly Sand Wraiths. He's not going to be too happy about that. And Dark Lady is just farming as much as he can. He does have already the Firebrand as well as the Abyssal Skull. Not going to go for the standard Rune Cleaver build to just farm up even more. He would be going for a little bit more aggression. That's going to be ideal. And the Illusion Pestilence is going to meet up with the rest of the Legion members here. It's going to be the Glacius as well as that of the Fate. But that's okay, because I do believe that they know it's an illusion. There's no real point committing any skills to that. A little bit of a troll there by the fake Pesty. Does an awesome job microing the illusion into a secluded spot such that it gets juked out of vision there. That's it now. It seems like Team Legion's Fate is going to come to play here, but Dark Lady is going to spot his Fate, and it seems like the reflection is going to be just in time there. And Dark Lady having no charging strike because he just used it. He would not, or rather no Dark Blades, but he is not able to just charge in there. A little bit questionable as to his decision, but quick response there by the Fate. Now Fate looking for a kill on the Luna, but he has to be really careful because the rest of this team is here. Taint Soul is going to be used, and here comes the Dark Lady, and it's just going to be able to just chop up this Fate quickly. Even the energy field is being called out here. The KaiD not the best, but is able to slow down the Sandrift by a bit. In fact, the cover is going to lock him down. It seems like the Energizer is not going to be really useful here. And it seems like finally New Pest Snowcrack coming to play, and we'll be able to do something. Meanwhile, on the backup supply lines there, we do see the Glaciers pick up the Luna. Luna was severely injured by the Fate. That being said, though, MOE will take the fall, and right now Revenor is going to be face off against the Bubbles as well as Pesty. Pesty lands a great time. Revenor is more or less dead already. Ballysal is able to go down in style. He goes down quickly, and it seems like it also would mean a kill there by Taji. And Taji will end Roya Ree's streak. And Roya Ree, by the way, is the Dark Lady. So Taji doing a good job as the Glaciers to just try and mop up whatever injured members is at the back end there. But nonetheless, he's still going to go down to Zerkrush, who is playing as the Engineer. That's it. A trend I really do see in both these teams is the fact that in any big team fight, they just like to split into two small little skirmish, and it's always a little bit harder to, you know, go ahead and cover every single part of that action there, because my screen is not that big. I don't have God vision, like I can zoom out all the way. And this is all the way, dude, so no bigger than this. That's the problem I have. But here comes Pesty, nice stun there, lands the 2-man stun, and there goes Bubbles with the Song of the Sea, means the silence there, and it's gonna mean a dead fate. But here comes the Revenor. Does he want to go in with the ball lightning? He does land the ball lightning already, but doesn't want to go in, and it seems like Pesty is able to just box him out completely. They're gonna translate this into the first tier push here, and the mid lane is gonna be severely threatened, and somehow it's a light brand pick up by the Sandwave. Is it really true? No, he just sold it. Wrong click. He's just gonna go for the Firebrand. That's okay. Light brand, concept error to its maximum. I don't agree with that completely. And Lark is just gonna give him a facepalm if he does see the light brand. It's like, what the hell is this Sandwave doing? But that being said, vision on Revenor is complete by the Swarm on Pesty. And Dark Lady leading his own little section mates here. Gonna try and put for a little bit of a skirmish on the Taji. Taji is just easy take here. But definitely the turret's gonna mean that it's gonna be easy kill. Also the Keck is gonna KS the carry. For some reason Zekrush doesn't want to give it to Roya. They might be quarreling right now, I don't really know for sure. But that being said, 18 minutes up here, and Roya doesn't act like he even needs that farm. It's just okay. He does have about 480 GPM. Ball lightning at its range will not connect. A little bit regrettable. And here comes the Invisible Fate. Righto. And meanwhile, it seems like Onyx Juice is able to pot in and secure the kill on New Pest Snowcrack really quickly. And on this side of the map, it seems like Fit is able to land a stun on Bubbles there. In fact, a little too good. The stun combination from both the Luna as well as the Bubbles. They land the Calfield as well as the stun there. But Luna will pay the price though. Here comes the Dark Lady to finish away that of the Fate. And looking to punish Team Legion a lot more. It's going to be the bite on the Revenor there. The real Seraph is also in this mixer, and he's also going to take the fall. So that's going to mean a 9-28 lead here for Team Hellborn, and the concede vote will be called here. So ladies and gentlemen, this game is going to be done. Officially, the winner is going to be aMQ, and we all know how that is going to sound. So it's going to be a draw match between both of these teams here. The main problem in this match really is the fact that, well, Dark Lady was just completely unsuppressed, no sort of a real initiation to try, or rather initiative to try and take him down. Sandwave down south had pretty free thumb, but because he was kind of roped in his team's idea of trying to catch other members of the squad here. So that's the main problem coming up for Team Legion. They were just a little bit not focused on farming. The farming on Sandwave was a little too slow, and even though even if he has good farm, he couldn't beat the rate that his teammates are feeding. So that's gonna be it, and we all know how that sounds, right? It's like every single carry is like, you know, I play a good game, I get good farm, GPM very, very nice, but somehow things just don't work out because your team members are not doing that good a job. That being said, man, I'm just gonna have to take this stream off and bring you real live coverage of HoNTourSEA Asia. That's round 14. It's gonna be a match between Impunity Storm as well as JADT. That's gonna be a big game because if Impunity Storm loses this, they are more or less done with G League, and they're gonna relegate themselves down to Div 1. So I hope that that's not gonna be the case. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Babael signing off with this cast, replay cast. Gonna bring you live coverage real soon. We'll bring the stream down and up again just to set the delay straight. It's going to be 6 minutes delay, so expect a close to 10 minutes rest here. Hope you guys enjoy my cast, and if you do like it, you can always swing by the Facebook as well as the YouTube. And if you feel like supporting us in a more practical manner, always feel free to donate at our PayPal. The link is also at the stream. And that being said, this is Babael signing off, and see ya in a few minutes, guys. Bye-bye.